Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you how to make these super cute 4th of July earrings. And at the end of my video I also have some additional earrings that I made. Alright, well let's get started. I will be using some Sculpey white Premo, some blue that has silver glitter, some red, and some silver. I have all of my clay conditioned now. Now what I will do is I'm going to run my blue and my red through my pasta machine. And you guys, I found a pasta machine at the thrift store for like $4. How lucky is that? And it came with the attachments for doing like spaghetti noodles and linguine noodles. So I'm going to run it through the one that does the spaghetti noodles. This pasta machine is a little different from my other one. The smaller the number, the thicker the clay. The larger the number, the thinner the clay, which is backwards from what my other one was. But I'll get used to it. Now that I have my red and my blue cut out in the spaghetti strips, I'm going to randomly place some of these in different positions on my white slab. All right, and I'm going to speed up the video and I'll be back with you all. Everything is in place, so now I will take my acrylic roller and lightly roll over it. We're ready to cut out our stars now, a large, medium, and small, and I will be cutting these out of my silver clay. The cutters I am using are fondant cutters that I purchased off of Amazon. I'll leave the link below for you all. I'm going to cut the different stars out and I'm going to randomly place them down all over on my slab. And this is what they look like. Now after you cut them and you get everything laid in place, you can take a sculpting tool and just kind of shape them up some. For this part, you will need a stylus tool or something with a round end because we were going to go around on our slab and just put little dots here and there, just random, wherever you think, that it looks nice. So there you have it. The dots just add that extra texture that it needed. Now you can look at the stars. My stars are going to need some work. So I'll go back with my sculpting tool and just shape those up and, make sure everything is in place. So now we're ready to start cutting out our shapes. I will be using some cookie cutters that I purchased off of Amazon. They're made by Wilton, and I will leave the links down below. They have cutters on both sides. One side is scalloped and one side is smooth. And it comes with 6 cutters. But like I said, I'll leave the link below for you all. I went back and I added a few stars in some of the places that it was missing after I had cut them out. So this is what they look like now. I think they turned out really nice. And all I need to do is go around the edges with my sculpting tool and just kind of clean them up, because you could see that, they were a little jagged around the edges. And this will help save on having to sand them. So it makes it a lot easier. Let's add some bling. I'm going to use some Sculpey oven baked clay adhesive, and I'm going to use some of these little gems I purchased from Hobby Lobby and my jewel picker. And these are 2mm pointed back crystals, and I will leave the link for these as well below for you guys. And I'll just take my small stylus and I'm going to poke little holes in between the stars. This makes a nice little cup for the adhesive to go in. And I like to use a toothpick and just pick up a little and drop it in each of the holes. And it seems to not put as much down when you do it this way. If you try squeezing it from the tube, you will have a huge mess. So that's what I've got in there now. And I'll use my jewel picker and just pick up my little gems and place them. Let's bake these in an oven at 275 for about 30 minutes. All right, so now we're ready to make the backs of our earrings. You'll need some water, an embossing folder, and some silver polymer clay. I rolled it out at a 3. You want to mist your embossing folder on both sides, and then place your clay in between. And I will use my acrylic roller and just give it a good rub across the top. And I rub it across the top really good. And then I'll flip it over and rub it across the back. This gives a really nice impression instead of just laying your acrylic roller down flat and rolling it across. I like this technique much better. All right, so there you have it. And it's nice when, your crafting tools have dual purposes. This embossing folder I use, when I make my cards. So there you have it. It left a really nice impression. So now we're ready to go ahead and cut these out. And I will use the same cutters that I used on the ones that are in the oven now, the larger and the smaller cutter. And also, I like to go back and I'll use my sculpting tool and smooth the edges out so I don't have to sand these. Now that our earrings are out of the oven, we will use some Sculpey oven baked adhesive, and we're going to use this to attach the findings on the back of our earrings. And I'll be attaching them to the small circles using the adhesive and a small brush. These are the findings that I'm using. And we will go back with the gray clay and put over top. Then once I have that on, I will smooth it all out, and I will do the same with my larger baked earrings. I will just put the Sculpey oven baked clay adhesive. I will put that on the backs of those and then put the gray clay on top of them and smooth them out as well. Now that the clay has been all baked and cooled, we're ready to drill our holes in to put the rest of our findings on and put our earrings together. I just use a little handheld drill, and you'll see this is one of my old stamping blocks that I just use underneath, and I'll line up the drill to make sure the earring back is straight. You know, I don't want to put my hole over to the side, so I want to make sure it's directly underneath where my earring back is. And I'll drill that through. And once I have that drilled through, I'll go and I'll put my jump rings on and then put them together. This is what they look like. All right, you guys, as promised, here are some of the other earrings that I made using that 4th of July slab. Just some little small button earrings. Thought these were really cute. Some people, you know, just want something small. They don't like the bigger earrings. And then I did these. These are like a medium size. And also, I did these. I did a little bit of wire wrapping on these and added the beads, so they dangle real pretty. So, this is the other set. And if you'll notice, you probably already picked up on it, I did sprinkle a little bit of glitter on these. And I think that just added a little bit more shimmer to them. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. I appreciate all of you. Have a blessed day.